Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different than what I usually do. Typically doing some sort of installation video. Today I'm going to be giving you a garage showcase of what I currently have done in my garage. It is a work in progress. Every car guy has an obsession with their garage. Mine has definitely grown over the last year. I've come a long way in a year. However, I've got really big plans for next year. I'll be doing addition to this garage, putting in a hoist, draining the floor, epoxy floors, really nice paint job, stuff like that. Heated and cooled. Also having a sink in here, as well as other things. You know, you get garage sets from New Age, Husky, whoever you're looking at. You can also do stuff from Harbor Freight, tool chest, stuff like that. So I'm going to be getting a little bit carried away next year, but it's all going to be in the name of a hobby, so should be okay. Definitely will be going into debt for this garage. However, some people say debt is bad, depending on what it's spent on. I would highly disagree with that statement, obviously, considering I have a spending problem with trucks and making them go fast. So, but in today's video, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be showcasing the garage. Like I said, showing you what's been done so far, what I have planned, and kind of what my setup is right now and what I've got planned for this section versus what we're going to be doing in the new section as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'll go over my heat setup, insulation, and then also lighting for the garage now and what I'll be rocking in the new garage. So for lighting, I'm rocking some Barina 4-foot LED strips. So these come in 4-foot increments and then they connect together. You can connect 8 up at a time. So what I did is on the sections that are facing towards the front and the back of the garage, I did 5 lights there. And then this back section that comes all the way across, I ran 6 on this one. I also did hardwired connection here. So I did this myself. Please ignore the ceiling condition. That is also going to be fixed here in the future as well. So I'm kind of OCD. So I tried to make it look super clean with the wiring. I think I did a pretty good job, not too bad. Also, the attic drop down will be replaced as well. That is broken, and that will be fixed. We'll also be rocking with a side mount garage door opener from Chamberlain. So that's actually going to be put on the right side there, which is going to look super good. Clear up some of this garbage up here on the ceiling. There's also a plug in there, so I also have plans to, throw in an extension cord reel, which would be really nice, and mount it on the ceiling in the middle there, just the front of the garage. I think that would be pretty handy. And then moving on off the lighting. Oh, cost on the lighting, by the way, it was about $150. Not too bad. So heater, I got a Dynaglow 7500 watt. And of course, it has a built-in thermostat, which I have set right now. And I have the dial one. I don't have the newer one, so it's kind of hard for me to tell what it's set at. I do have a thermostat in here. There's a little portable one. It says it's 72. I think I have this set somewhere around 60, 65 degrees right now. Like I said, it's kind of tough to tell. The garage is large. I have insulation in here. Not, it's not easy. There's a lot of space. The thermostat's way over there, so it's kind of hard for me to figure out exactly what it's set at. As far as insulation, I had blow-in insulation done on this wall. I had it done on the front wall on the right side of the garage door, and the small section to the left side of the door that goes into the house was also blown in. I passed on the back wall, and the reason being is because this wall is going to be taken out in the springtime. Like I said, this is 28 feet, so the new addition is going to be 28 by 36. As long as I can get it to 36, I think that would be perfect. And so I didn't want to waste money insulating this wall, as like I said, in the springtime it's going to be ripped out. I don't think I'm going to spend, $500 heating the garage this winter by not insulating that wall, which is what it was going to cost me. So that is that. I had a 100 amp panel put in. Cedar Valley Electric, they did a really good job. I'm going to clean this up next year, get rid of that ugly OSB they put on there. I guess now it's plywood, whatever. And then I had the 240, 220, whatever you want to call it, put in for the heater as well. Pretty satisfied with how the heater's working so far. I think it works really well. And then as far as insulation in the attic, so I had the blown in done in the walls, and in the attic I actually did it myself. I used R30 insulation. I used the sheets that were, it wasn't a roll in, it was the sheets that were 24 inches wide by 48 long. And I put them in between my rafters and they're right above the drywall. Made a huge difference with the keeping the garage cool in the summer. And wintertime, haven't really figured that out yet. It's October. It's like 60 during the day here, so kind of tough to tell. I think it is much better though, definitely during the summer, and in the winter, I'm sure it's going to help a lot. So I'm glad I did that. Insulation was about $600 from Menards. Like I said, I went with R30. The heater I got off of Marketplace, absolutely love Marketplace. Got it for $100, barely used. Panel installation was about $1,500 with the 220. Not too bad. Like I said, that's a 100 amp service. So that's what I've got in cost there. And like I said, lights were about $150. And then installation was done myself. So not too bad. Pretty easy. If you're installing the lights, would 100% recommend getting a laser level. Made it way easier to do that. You can also do measurements, but for the middle lights, the laser level definitely came in handy. Of course, I did measurements along the outside and lined everything up, but getting them straight with the laser level is much, much easier, of course. I bought a little tool chest in the back left corner, which you can probably see. It's a Husky. Marketplace finds, again, love Marketplace. I don't remember what I paid for that. I want to say it was like $250. Soft close doors. It's got a surge protector on the side for plug-ins, stuff like that. So can't beat it. Also got a TV installed. Did that myself. I think it's a 50 or a 55. I don't remember. But I just wanted to get it in here for now, and then when I do the addition, I'll already add the TV, so that'll be nice. Won't have to spend money then. Spend it now. Guess it doesn't matter when you spend it. You're going to spend it anyway. TV is kind of nice. Have some background noise. Or if you're doing any installs on anything, it is nice to be able to watch it on the TV instead of getting your phone out, watching it, putting your phone down. You just do it all on the TV, which is really nice. I also have a air compressor over there. I don't remember what the size is. I think it's 21-gallon air compressor. CFM isn't great. I think it's around 4 or 5. It's nothing crazy. And then I have a little bit of filtration system here. And got the hose here with my attachments. Do a little bit of detailing, of course, so stuff here. Well, what's a garage showcase if you don't show what you got stored in here? So this is the truck everybody knows. This is the old Whipple crew cab. A little different. Nobody ever sees a boosted four-door truck. So this truck here, I've had for years. 5 years just about. Interior, I put the passenger seat back in. Back seat is gutted. Took that out. Got 81K on the clock. 20,000 of those being boosted. I got my phone mount here. That's for my draggy. So I got 17 by 10 S77 beadlocks all the way around. And I got a Mickey Thompson ET Street R 305 50 17. Underneath the hood, we've got a 2.9 old. Just kidding. The Gen 4, so the last generation of the 2.9. Of course, powder coated red to match the truck. And also did valve covers. Custom. JLT catch can, bigger injector, smaller pulley. JD fuel system hasn't skipped a beat since I got it. Absolutely runs amazing. Cervini 4-inch cowl hood. Love that. I did the Whipple 3D lasered letters on the cowl hood. I just think that's a really nice touch. 30, oh, I'm sorry, I retinted the windshield. It was 35. It's 20% on the windshield now. And then I also have 5% on the sides. So windshield's super dark. Don't regret it. Think it looks awesome. Don't drive the truck enough at night to really care. Plus, I don't think driving at night with the dark tint really is that bad. Did hitch delete. I got the hitch delete from Aldo Welds, but that looks really good. Also underneath, we've got Vikings, Voss Weldon relocation kit, Voss traction bars, Voss flip kit, all the good stuff. I've also running Vikings up front. They're dual adjustable front and rear. But I've got Vikings up front as well. Tough to see. It's slammed. IHC uppers and lowers. So she sits really good. Super fun truck. Like I said, had it for 5 years now, so it's kind of just turned into what it is. I think it came together really well. And Super Duty 2019, 2016. This one is tuned and deleted. I bought it stock just about 3 years ago, actually. Morimoto headlights, taillights, third brake light, Recon cab lights, mirror lights, tremor boards, TIS 547Bs on 37-inch Falcons, ready lift leveling kit, 2.5-inch, with caster shims. Of course, these trucks suck with alignment from the factory, so you need some caster shims when you level the truck. 1-inch bumper spacer, Lariat sport grille, custom paint match front and rear emblem. We got inlays. Now this has 35% windshield tint and 5% on the sides. I actually just did a 2-step paint correction on this and ceramic coat, and I think it turned out absolutely amazing. A lot of work. So of course I started back here. A little bit of soot for you, tree huggers there. But I started back here on the truck, and I got about from here to the wheel there, right to the center of the wheel well. And I knew I was in way over my head. I didn't think it was going to take that long. Yeah, my paint was way worse than I thought. So I pretty much went over the whole truck with a heavy cut almost 3 times to get all the heavy stuff out. The scratches were awful. And of course, you go over the micro cut, prep for ceramic, and then apply the ceramic. But ceramic the windows, ceramic the trim. Hello. Ceramic in the windows was also super clutch. Also, when you ceramic your plastic, it makes it look brand new. This truck sat outside for 2.5 years before I finally put it in the garage because I didn't know if it would fit, didn't care to try to fit. And it does. So I was really excited that the ceramic brought back the life to my plastic. You can see that paint correction is ceramic. Absolute glass. It looks so good. I'm so happy with how this came out. My first vehicle I've ever done any work on. I've never buffed a car. I've never ceramicked a car. And I just went for it. And I think it turned out excellent. So, but that's what I've got hiding in here. And then, of course, I'm sure you guys know I've got the regular cab. That's at a storage unit. So once we get the addition put on, I'll be able to fit everything in here. And it'll just be 3 red trucks chilling in this big old garage. So now you've got my rundown on the garage setup now. I'm going to go over some plans that I have for the new addition. So like I said, we're going to be adding 36 feet back. Ceiling's going to be 13 feet right now. I think it's right around 8.5. It's not super tall. The house was built mid-70s, so it's an old place. There's not any pre-cut lines in the concrete for the garage now, so I have cracks and stuff like that, which is going to make the epoxy work a little bit annoying. I'm probably looking at having the concrete still cut before I do the epoxy, just so there's no other cracks that are going to be added. This garage floor isn't super level either, so I'm debating on whether or not if I want to keep this garage floor, or if after when they do the addition, if I want to have them demolish this garage floor and lay me a new one, which would be nice, because I'd also be able to lower the front part where you pull in, and it'll give me a little bit more room for this. It does slide on the seal, the weather seal, the rubber seal on the outside of the garage door that butts up against the door itself. Rubs a little bit. So for me to lower this concrete a little bit more would be nice. Just a little more breathing room. I had to air the tires down. I put bags in the back of the truck, and after I put the bags in, I put it at 5 pounds, the minimum, which does raise it just a little bit, but I'm already working with millimeters here, so when I put the 5 pounds in the back and pulled it out, I almost ran a screw all the way across the top of the truck, so I got really lucky there. Um, anyway, back to the addition. I'm going to be doing a bend pack 10,000 pound capacity lift. I'm also going to be doing 18,000 BTU mini splits, probably two of those, I would guess. The addition side is going to be about 1,000 square feet, and this garage here is about 550 square feet. So that should cover that size completely. Now, when we do the addition, this whole wall is going to be gone and it's going to be completely open, which is going to be super nice. We're going to be putting a drain in the floor. Also going to be doing a water spigot in there and a sink, hot and cold for both of those. Doing a small utility door in the back, just manual open and close, probably a 7 foot wide garage door, just so I can get my lawnmower out and stuff like that. We'll have a door off to the side, just so I can get outside, without opening the garage door or anything like that. So that'd be nice. The hoist is going to be on the far right corner over here. And then I'm going to have my tool chest in the front of that, which I'll be getting from Harbor Freight, their Icon series. You can spec them on their website. I don't need anything crazy. I don't need to spend 20 grand on a Snap-on tool chest. I'm not going to be using it every single day, so I could care less about a lifetime warranty. As long as the drawers work for 10 years, I'll be happy. So honestly, even half that I'd probably be fine with. But so I'll have the tool chest in front of the hoist. I'll be going with new age cabinets, garage cabinets. I'll be going with I think it's a 10 or 12 piece set. I think it's a 10-piece set. And I was going to add two more pieces for two more side vertical storage. And then I was going to take the overhead part of that, where the work table is, if you've seen those garage sets. I was going to take those overhead cabinets, put one above the sink, and then also I think there were three more with that. And I'd put three more above the Icon tool chest for storage up there as well. And then where that opening is, where I didn't have those top cabinets in there, I'll be putting the TV. So that'll be really nice. Also going to have to upgrade air compressor as well. And then for paint scheme, this is the thing I've been debating on the most, and it's so hard to pick a paint scheme because you see so many out there, and you're like, well, is it going to get dirty, or is it really going to flow that well? I think the biggest thing people worry about is their paint getting dirty, and this garage has been white all year round, and I haven't really noticed any dirt or anything on it, and white's the easiest thing to see dirt on. So I think I'm just gonna go with black ceilings. I'm gonna go with like a light gray wall, and then the footings around the garage where the concrete base is, I'm probably gonna be doing black. And then for the epoxy floor, I'm probably gonna be doing either a dark gray or a black with white flake. I think that would look really good. And then these hangers here for the garage, I'm going to be also doing in black just so it blends in really well. I'm going to leave the door alone and the framing and everything for the garage door as well, so that'll be fine. But that's going to be the color scheme. Now, I'm going to do the trim in the door all light gray. All the sides are going to be light gray. We'll do the roof in black, epoxied floor in black with white flake, and that's pretty much it going to be for the color scheme. Also, the hoist is going to be black as well. So everything's going to try to blend in the best I can. What I would like to do is I'd like to be able to find a spot for these two within the next 30 days. So while I'm recording this, it's like mid to late October right now. I would like to find a place for both of these and get them out of here so I can do the drywall repair on the ceiling myself, do the drywall repair on the walls myself, and get the paint done in this garage first. So that way when I have the addition done, it's just getting stuff done on the addition, and this side is already done, which would be nice. So I can focus all on the new side. But we'll see. I'm not really sure. That's kind of what I want to do just because I've got that itch right now to get stuff done. So, it's hard to hold back. When you got big plans, you get excited. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the layout. Next video, I'll probably be either doing the small stuff in this garage to get this prepped 100% before we do that one, the addition side, or otherwise next video is going to be once they get started on the addition.